Wireless access. Everyone loves wireless nowadays. Wireless is fantastic. We're using it here at the show today. All the exhibitors have it. We're using it for payment gateways and all sorts of things. We use it at the office, at home. It's fantastic, and it's really only coming to light in the last probably few years that people have really adopted it. The router manufacturers now, they make wireless routers that are really achievable in price to obtain. These are about $100 to $120, and it will totally set up your network at work or at home. The only issue with them is that coming straight out of the box, these are set up to be really easy to work. So they're made to plug in, turn on, and they'll operate. The issue with that is that all the security is turned off. So there's no encryption running. It doesn't care what computers connect to it. It basically allows anyone on it because they want it to be easy to set up and use. They don't want you to have to go back to the place you bought it to say, oh, I've had problems setting this up, please help me. So what I highly recommend with wireless access is that if you don't need them, turn them off. Okay, the best line of defense is have them. If you don't have to have a wireless network, don't have it on for the odd time that you might want to sit on the couch in your reception area and use a wireless network. Seriously, turn them off because they're a really easy method for other people to get to it. If you do have to have them on, turn on encryption, which what the encryption means is everything that you pass over that link is encrypted. So if someone else sits on there and listens or fishes information off there, they can't do a thing with it. It's all encrypted. Secondly, lock down your wireless network. Every computer has a unique address called a MAC address. Now these MAC addresses are basically hard-coded into these computers. You can actually lock down your wireless network to only allow certain MAC addresses on it, which means once you've got everyone you want connected, it shows all their MAC addresses, lock it down to those addresses, so if anyone else walks in, like me with my laptop, and tries to get in, it says, I'm sorry, your MAC address isn't one of ours. There are ways around that though. There are ways you can beat this. You can actually replicate MAC addresses from other machines in the area. People in the know will know how to do it, but your opportunistic person who just wants to use your internet access for free won't know how to do it. So the next and best line of defense is turn off the broadcast. Now broadcast is basically something that tells everyone else that your network here is available. So right here, right now, I'll show you very quickly. If we look at our wireless network here today, we can see there are 4 networks available right now. There's one supplied by Telstra here, which is the one I'm connected to, which they've supplied to everyone here. It's unsecured, which means that anyone in this vicinity of the area can connect and use it. Now they've supplied this here for all the stand users, so that's okay. But someone else here has got an unsecured one with Netgear. Now Netgear tells me that's the name of the router. It's called Netgear, which means they haven't even bothered changing the name of it. So they've just plugged it in, they bought it, they've taken it out of the box and plugged it in. Low signal means it's within about 100 to 200 metres of where I'm standing right now. So it's somewhere in this centre. And it's unsecured, so I could connect to that right now and start doing whatever I wanted. I could download songs off the internet, I could make calls on Skype, I could receive my email, and they're paying for that traffic, not me. Another default network, the third one you see there, that's basically another person's plugged in another brand of router, and its default settings says default and it's unsecured. So again, I can use that right now if I wanted to. So this is the danger of having a wireless network set up incorrectly. The last one there is the centre that we're in right now. It says security enabled wireless network. So it's displaying itself, it's saying here I am, but I'm secure. If you want to get near me, you're going to need to know the code. And the centre here can tell us the code if we really want to connect. To most people, that means it's impossible to connect because you don't know that code. If people really want to get into a corporation and you're displaying your name like that, that sets a challenge and says, here's a network, why don't you try and crack me? And there are programs out there that can crack this. So, like I said before, if you turn off broadcast, it means you will not even appear in that list. That list will be basically invisible to you. So there could be another 6 or 7 or even 20 networks sitting here right now that I can't see. I can only see these 4. So when you're running your own program, make sure you turn off broadcast. Okay. Last but not least is USB flash drives. Now I promise you I'd talk about this. USB flash drives are fantastic. People love them. It's a really easy way to carry around your files, and nowadays there's more and more programs being made available that are exclusively for USB flash drives. For example, there's email and calendar clients now which are made to run only on the USB flash drive. So when you're traveling around the world, all you need is any computer you can get to. You plug your drive in, it will go and get your email, bring it back to that computer you're working at, whether it be an internet cafe, at a corporate office or at home. You can read all your email there and then. Whatever you send and receive goes down to the drive. When you pull the drive out, the information comes with you and is taken off that computer. So people are relying more and more on USB flash drives. Personally, I don't need to carry the laptop around anymore. Everything I need is on here. It's also a great backup method. I can back up all my files to this, leave it in a drawer, in a safe, somewhere where people won't get to it. And if I lose all my other information, I know I've got a copy of it. The only issue with most flash drives is that they're not secure. So if someone finds my flash drive, especially if I'm running email or something on it, they can plug it in, start receiving my email, start sending email on my behalf as well. So if you're using a USB flash drive, I really recommend, and I'll come back to that in a sec, I really recommend you ban any outdated USB flash drives. Replace them with one with fingerprint recognition technology, like what you see here available from my company, SecureSticks. So have a look at securesticks.com and that will show you everything you need to see about why you should be using one of these. On there we have testimonials, we have bad news section, and the bad news section is basically media releases from around the world of people who have lost drives and what's happened to them. Here's just one I have here. This is from one of Australia's leading internet crime fighting agencies, where someone lost a USB stick with 3,500 customers on it. Now that is just, that could devastate a company. If that gets out that they've lost this drive with 3,500 customers, all those customers' information now could be anywhere. If someone's found that, that could be now used on the black market and sold. People pay a lot of money for customer lists nowadays. In the US, as I said earlier, if you lose records, you could be fined, and you're also enforced to physically call those people and tell them that their record has been compromised. Now imagine what that's going to do to your business if you have to call all your customers and say, I'm really sorry, but I've just lost all your information. It's out there on the street and we don't know who's got hold of it. So have a look at securesticks.com and you'll see on there that we have a whole section called bad news, and this is bad press from around the world of people who've lost drives. So it's only a matter of time before it gets out of hand, and using encryption technology, which is what we have built into these drives, and the fingerprint recognition technology, it basically ensures that all your data is totally secure. Thank you very much for your time. That's all I have for you today. If you'd like more information, a presentation like this is on securesticks.com, so it's www.securesticks.com. There's an ebook there on the homepage. You're welcome to download that, and that has a brief of this presentation on there. Thank you for your time. Thank you.